Hello guys and girls, this is Invader276 here, and welcome to another speed edit video. Now I'm gonna try to commentate on this video while I'm going to watch it, so that I can give you a kind of live-ish thing for the video and give you insights in what I'm doing to make it more tutorial-like. Anyway, I have enough of an intro right here, so let's get into it. Here we go. Okay, so the thing we're gonna do is to make this face into another kind of way. We will make this drawn version into a digital one. First of all, we want to try to get this line right, but it's really hard. So to use the trick that I use here, you press Shift and then, like, first you have to press a point, actually, very important. First you press a point with your brush tool, then you press Shift and hold that, and press a new point, and it will automatically snap to there. It can give some pretty bad effects if you don't choose an original spot after scrolling, and you will see that later, actually. But what we're gonna do first here is mark out outliners for all the different things. So right now we got a face done, and this is 200% speed, by the way, 2 times. And then we name also the different layers here to make it more easy to understand. We also want to do, like you saw there, I unvisibilize, or whatever to call it, the head layer, so it will be easier to see where this layer is. And now we're working on the headphone, so we basically do the same thing. We gotta follow the lines that are drawn out as already, because this is originally hand drawing that I made, and I've got for almost all of the Sam Gladiator Yonder High School team. I think I got most of them, and I will try to make all of them into this style, because it's really fun making. And as you can see, it's very important that for me to get this right, because these outlines, you will see later how important they will be. There isn't much to say right now, so I'm glad I have added some music, although I can't hear it right now. Headphone outlining. Remember to name them, and then we get a duplicated layer, because we're gonna fix the here. And to do that, we will use the base, because then we got some outlines. And here we're gonna do something new for me. I've only done 3 others of this, and here we do something new, because now we're making a bit of a shape for the here, as you can see, by and there you saw it, the thing that happens. But we make a bit of a bent shape by pressing out points where the thing bends, like the hair straws bend, and thus giving it a more circular effect. The same thing that we did in the corners, actually. And now we erase the part that isn't an outlining for the hair, and we can be pretty violent with that, as long as we're far from the edges. When we're at the edges, as you saw there, we have to be more careful. And now we can just duplicate layer again, because this time we're gonna do the beard. And the beard also, as this with the hair, we got the beard have following the outlining on the head, so you might as well do that way. And now I almost followed the hair, which was just stupid, and yeah, it's a bit silly, but that's just me, I suppose. It's just me. I'm a bit of a silly elf, but it usually turns to my benefit. I mean, heck, this wasn't anything I had ever done before. And here we got, I missed the outlining error, as you can see. I restarted, and this time following that line that you see, a bit darker. I know the quality isn't the best of the photo, but heck, it's something. And then we can erase this much easier because we can use a big brush zoomed out. And what's the next step? Probably we would want to make the eyes, wouldn't we? Because they are also a thing. So, will we see? I'm not fully remembering all the stuff. Yeah, we're doing the eye. And of course, we're doing the outlines again. And this time in a bit of in 7 diameter 7, so that we will get a more small, short, uh, uh, thin outline, so the hair makes better, shows better. And as you can see, we're starting to get a bit of a shape, and now I'm just moving around my tools so we can more easily see all the layers. I mean, they are after all the most important thing in this full thing. Now, you may be thinking, Visi, how do you come up with this? Well, I saw some videos by Okami Artist. Link to her channel in the description below. She do awesome Minecraft pictures, often some SMF, I think is the shortening pictures. It's really cool. And here we got something, Minecraft Skin Viewer. It's awesome, I'm telling you. And here's also the name. But anyway, Okami Artist, if you're watching this, great videos, good going. I love them and they inspired to this. And we download a face here to check the different colors. But in those videos, I saw how she used different bases to compare, kinda like use those to mark out where she would draw next. And that's a really good thing because that's after all what the layers basically are made for. And what we're gonna do now is trying to use these layers in correctful orders so that we will have more simple to do this. And now we're doing the mouth. And as you can see, the mouth on the actual picture is a bit less good than what I made. In my opinion, at least. I made a better in the computer. But that's just me, maybe. I don't know. It might just be me. And now we add this. If you're thinking, Visi, you're drawing outside of the lines. That's no worry, actually, because we will have layers over this. But here is more important to be fine, because that will be outside. So we want to take care that that's correct. And now we check the eyes, and they're a bit colorless. They are basically as black. And we're moving around also, but we're checking the beard to get the right color, and it's a bit lighter than black, but not too much. So right here we just mark out the beard, get the beard, do the beard, do the beard, and as you can see, I use there the shift tactic and the hard point tip. Remembering myself there again. Hard tip means that there's no none of the weird effect on the edges, that despite this being the tool that shouldn't have those, they still have like a bit of more see-through, like a edge, more see-through edge, which can be really annoying when you're trying to do this, because if you want to use the fill tool, that won't respect that. So, and neither will the wand actually. And as you can see now, when we combined it all, it starts to look good. We have a face, we have a beard, we have a mouth, and now to the eye. Now we do that. And here I experimented a little bit and tried to do something similar to what I've done with the picture for Sukiyaki. Which turned out pretty good, but basically the reason that worked because she, no offense, but this is literally what her freaking Twitter name is, Welba Monster, so she's a monster. It didn't turn out good on Invader. She didn't look good with that, so I gave her the standard black eye. And as you can see here, there's something wrong. That's a little box that you saw. If you looked carefully, you could see a little box. And here I seem to have missed something. I don't know how I managed to do that miss. I'm still myself confused. But heck. Also, always check. Do checkups. Don't skip that step. And beware of what tool you use. I missed that quite a lot. But here I tried to do a simple way by using the wand tool to try to do the hair easily. Thing is that, as I said before, if you use the hard tip pencil, then this may have worked. The hard tip though gives a very stale feeling. That's why it's not as fun to use. But just getting the color, and we used the hard tip just so we could be able to, fill in later. And this is probably one of the most time-taking parts, because here usually takes up so much of the skin, and that means there's a lot of edge on that. But I might as well take this opportunity to say that videos this week might be a bit less than last week, because last week I had an opportunity with a lot of videos that were going up anyway, so I had the opportunity to give those out, and I don't got the same thing today, this week, but I will try to upload quite frequently. But yeah, just a heads up, it might not be as much videos as the last week. But hey, as long as with your support, I'm glad to do these videos to make you laugh, giggle, smile, etc. But yeah, just warning you, it most likely will be less videos, because I've started a new school, I gotta get that up going. I got to do the animations that I'm planning on. The Sam Gladiator animation, or right now it just looks like it will be stale pictures, but whatever. But anyway, we now got the hair done, sorta, because we're gonna try to give it a bit of a new effect, if we so say. Also, I'm just noting, I am still learning the freaking I can't Photoshop. I'm not a full-flexed Photoshop user. And seeing this is made in Photoshop or free, I am not don't have all tools, for example, but it's pretty good. It's decent for what you would be wanting to do. If you want to do this kind of stuff, you can follow this tutorial if you want, or make your own way. But the important thing is that you make stuff. But now we have the hair done. We got a bit of extra effect on it with the different coloring. And it's about time that we get back to the skin again and check up on it on the headphones that are gray. So we keep that in mind and try to fix the headphones. Also keep in mind that layer tab to the right, because that shows basically what layer I am on. I don't know how well you can see, but for me it's pretty grimy, I suppose is the correct term to use. But that's just how it is. And with that, you can kind of see what I'm working on at the moment. In case this commentary don't feel that, which I think it don't. But we're closing in actually on the end of the video, somewhat. I can't fully see because I'm not that zoomed in the iMovie tab. Uh, but however, we have now worked a lot on the skin, and this actually took longer time than I would have ever expected. It took over half an hour. Uh, the video, this recorded video, is actually th- sped up to 100%, as I said. So take the time that this goes on for and divide it with, no, multiply it by 2, which is 19 times 2, which is let's see here, that's 19 times 2, my math, 19, that's 20, and then 9 times 2 is 18. That gives us 38 minutes. And that's a plus a tiny bit because my intro and a thing at the end. But, other than that, we don't really got anything. Here we also use that tool again to give a bit of a, headphones got this extra bit on the top. That sort of a thing. And here we searched up what color was the headphones again. It's blue, dark blue. Seems like a recurring thing on these skins, really. Here we do another headphone thing. We use this because she got transparent headphones on that bit. So I just felt like, hey, we gotta do that. We gotta get that transparency effect. And I did it by this. I use opticality to give it a bit of a see-through, and then I use the hair to make it look a bit like she have hair in there, I suppose. And that gave a pretty good effect, if you ask me. And next step, we got all these layers now, and now we're gonna use white as background on the whole thing. We gotta do this small fix. So we take a look around the whole picture to have a look at how does the thing look, how much have we covered, what flaws are there, most importantly. Uh, because that's really important. We gotta check what flaws there are. And yeah, you always gotta check for flaws. Like, really. Check for flaws all the time. If, especially, like, just look at the fails that have been made due to failure in machinery, like nigga, not I can't history. That nuclear energy plant station in Japan that failed due to errors, and now we're gonna fix the text, which can be a bit of a bummer. On my own computer here at home, for some reason, the text tool actually don't work. Like the little A you see on the second to last line to your left in the toolbox, it don't work for some reason. I don't get why. It just doesn't want to do anything. But hey, it got some stuff. And anyway, I wouldn't really do this with a text tool because I want it to look like it's actually handmade. I mean, there are tools that do that stuff for you, right? I'm not sure. Uh, but you got this, and thus I did this. But the important part where a text tool would be used comes a tiny bit later than this. Not much, but you'll see it. Also, why do I always say that? It's actually a letter in Swedish too. We got that letter. Now we're gonna sign this thing. Here's where that thing comes. How do I sign it? I don't got any tool for it, so I can't really do that. That's too big. So I do it smaller, and there. That's how I sign stuff in real life, by the way. But anyway, that's a picture. Now we also, of course, you always gotta save it. So I name it after that, and I save it to the folder where I got all the pictures. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I took a bit of time on making this, and also sorry, as I said, it will take a bit of time to make videos currently. I think I will try to get my schedule good. I will get my Monday videos out. If not, remind me, please. Anyways, for this video, I want to give a few announcements. In the description below, you will find a link so you can download this picture if you want to. I also want to say that you can. I currently working together with my friend the dog Dachshund. We're doing a bit of a looking around. If you're an artist, what do you prefer, hand art or digital art? What do you think is the best doing, not result, but doing? What do you like to do the most? Do you prefer drawing with hand, or do you prefer to use a computer or some other digital means? Tell me in the comments below. Send me pictures if you like. If you want a picture like this for you, I can't try to make it. Just tell me, and also tell me your username. Because as you saw, Skin Viewer is really great, but it only records after a person has been seen. Before that, the skins aren't there. Anyways, I've rabbled on for good enough. I'm gonna give you a small little cute thing coming here and weird thing. I'm Visitor and Thrill Off, and until next time, see ya!
I'll dig into the giant marshmallow.